Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Zanster and Happy on Orbital Shipyard. In the bottom left of Orbital Shipyard, we have the Swedish Zerg player representing Team Property. It is Zanster. And in the top right of Orbital Shipyard, we have the Red Terran player. It is Happy. This is not the retired Korean player Happy. It is a Russian Terran player named Happy. But he's professional, so this is going to be a pretty good match. This is from DreamHack. That wrapped up a couple weeks ago. And let's get right on into it. Alright, so a ZVT here on Orbital Shipyard. We've seen this matchup a lot of times in Legacy of the Void. Orbital Shipyard's been around for a long time in the ladder pool, all the way back through the beta. I wasn't playing in the alpha, so I'm not sure if it existed there, but I don't think it did. So again, just several months now, here on this map, you have this very safe natural. It cannot be accessed except through this ramp that has to go through the main or through drops. It's very popular for drops that way, though, because there's a huge open space to bring medevacs and warp prisms in to get your harassment on in that natural base. Again, an early hatch coming out for Zanster, as well as the extractor. Probably looks like at about a 19 pool, I'd have to say, based on the mineral count here. And actually an 18 pool coming up for our Zerg Swedish friend. Now, this looks like it's going to be yes, indeed, a Reaper Expand, a very popular opening for TVZ these days, although I have seen Terrans that just go for Marines for the defense early. Don't really try to get that scout off, don't really try to get that harassment off. So we'll see if the Reaper that is being produced here by Happy will be able to do some damage, perhaps kill one or two drones for Zanster, although again the timing on the spawning pool means we'll probably have a queen out just soon after that Reaper shows up, as well as some lings. They won't have speed yet, but again, slow lings on creep are faster than Reapers on creep. So as long as the lings can stay on their home, on their gross goopy Play-Doh looking home, they should be fine. So Reaper, again, just a couple seconds from completion, the SCV finishing the wall off there, and here he comes, Reaper Phil. We're going to call him Reaper Phil today. Heading across the map, hopping onto the low ground, just enjoying the space station that is Orbital Shipyard, running past crazy spinning gear things, and hopping up onto this ground that is normally not accessible unless you kill those rocks, just taking advantage of this jumping ability he has had since Wings of Liberty. And indeed, here come four lings. The queen just about to finish, just a few seconds away. Where is this? There we go. Lings, get back on the creep. Get back on the creep. And they do. Kitty 8 charge, dodged. Nicely dodged there by Zanster. Good micro, however, on display by Happy, not taking any hits whatsoever. Going to try to throw down another Kitty 8 charge as best as he can. There it is. Doesn't. Oh, actually hits himself there. A bit of a misclick there by Happy. The queen is now out to assist in the destruction of this Reaper, and the Reaper knows, Phil knows, his days are up. Going to knock that queen away. It does do 10 damage. You'll notice she did take about 10 hit points of damage there. Another queen is up as well, though. They're going to try to flank the Reaper. Look at this. Shot, 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 shot. Another knockback, though. And, oh, almost enough. A couple more hits, I think, would have killed that Reaper. Overlord scouting things out in the main base, sees the timing on the starport, recognizes it's basically a 1-1-1 build with an expansion coming out. Again, this is something I think all Terrans do, honestly, against Zerg, unless it's something like a proxy or something else equally insane. Is he still here? Reaper is still here. Lings almost have speed, and once they do, this guy is completely dead. Good micro, moving the weakened Zergling back there, popping on up again. Kitty 8 charge, knocking one of the lings, coming on the high ground, just abusing this jumping ability. A third hatch coming up. Now they are speedlings, and now Phil recognizes, okay, that's it. I got a single kill. I scouted the timing on that third hatch. It's not a 2-base all-in. Coming from Zanster, he's got to feel pretty good about that. I guess Zanster could cancel this, though. Go for like a roach timing push here, but instead I think he's going to keep it. A Marine trying to kill that. Their Overlord not going to happen. Medevac coming out. Marine coming out. Looks like it's going to be perhaps a Hellion Marine drop here, but no. Going to push up the front. Just use the Medevacs for support. I don't think this is going to be a dropping Medevac at all. But again, the push is coming anyway from Happy. Moving on out across the map. Overlord scouting these paths, the flight paths for Medevacs. Look at him. Look how active Zanster is being with these Overlords. Taking shots, not worrying about it. Continuing to scout. I love this. Hellions pushing on up here. Roaches are in production, though. They should be able to deal with this. A lair also being researched. They are now Hellbats, which makes them a little bit more scary, but at the same time, Roaches and a bunch of Lings should be able to handle this. They're trying to burn down the third, though. Kitty 8 charge, knocking everybody back again. Where on earth is that Reaper? Oh, he's in there with the army, and Happy might actually get this. Zanster lets it finish. The Roaches are desperately trying to get in here to save what they can. A queen dies immediately. Roaches as well. Queen getting knocked back again And good micro here on the Hellbats, picking up the wounded ones, moving them away, slowly burning through this roach attack. Has he lost a single Hellbat yet? There we go. One dies. Another one dies there as well. KD8 charge knocking his own units back there. Reaper got a little bit too happy with the KD8 charge ability. Going to drop in here as well. And there come the Marines. And picking up and running out, just being very annoying with this drop here. Ravagers are being morphed in over here by Zanster. Queen desperately trying to kill this medevac. Double evolution chamber coming up and just swinging on just for a quick look. Just for a glance at the tech here, recognizing again the Roach Warren and the double evolution chamber coming up. +1 missile attack, +1 carapace on the way, but it's a juke. It's a fake. Happy says, you thought I was leaving, but no, I am back now. Hellbat and Marines trying to destroy everything here. The Queen wants to kill that medevac, and no, she dies in a ball of flaming fire. 3 roaches here. I'm not sure if it's enough to do this. It does kill a Marine and force a pick up again from this medevac. Is there anything else going on outside the map? I don't really know. Production tab shows tanks on the way for Happy. Is this perhaps a mech play? Whoa! 6 hit points. 6 hit points on this medevac. This Queen should be able to kill it. She's going to try. No, a boost. Boosting away is Happy. Not willing to risk the lives of his friends, but here comes a Liberator for continued harassment against Zanster. Zanster is up, however, 57 and 42 harvesters. Oh, did lose 10 drones during that harass, so it wasn't insubstantial, but I'm not sure Happy did quite enough damage in the long run. But here comes the Liberator, going to throw up Defender mode. Ravagers are ready, though. Throwing down Corrosive Bile. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kills the Liberator. 3 shots. Liberator is out. So that's a good pro tip for you Zerg players out there. Get 3 Ravagers. The Corrosive Bile ability here launches a missile at the target location, dealing 60 damage to all units in the area upon impact, including air units. So it works against Liberators too, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. 3 shots kills a Liberator. If there is somebody here harassing your base, get those Ravager Corrosive Bile ability out there and be very, very happy. Spore Caller thrown up just in case there is future Liberator harassment. This is a good area for it. Roaches here just in case the drop comes along as well. And Glial Reconstitution being researched for the Zerg player. 3rd Command Center. Orbital Command here for Happy. Taking a refinery, throwing down a bunker on the low ground. And what is this? Basically, it looks like... Alright, so Medevac, Liberator, Tank, Marine type play. Fairly standard composition as well. Some tank drop ability here. This is something that is new in Legacy of the Void. The ability to pick up sieged tanks and drop them in siege mode. You don't have to transport them in regular tank mode anymore. Drop coming down here as well. This, I think that's the same Medevac that just got healed up, interestingly enough. But the drop tanks going to town on the tanks, getting out of the range of everything. And here comes the drop sneaking on in. Happy very quietly drops some Hellbats and tries to kill everything. Some Roaches are here, and they do kill a Marine very, very quickly. Another Marine is going to die. The Hellbat does have 9 kills on his own, but it looks like finally this drop will get cleaned up. Medevac, is it going to die? Oh, it does. The Spore Crawler takes it down. The tanks are still harassing, though. They try to take out this base, not quite able to do it. Juking around here, getting shots off. 1 shot, but ready for him here. Corrosive Bile is being thrown down. Now, Happy's a little bit stuck here with his Medevacs. There's not many places he can go that Zanster won't be able to find him. Drops on the low ground. Roaches are there. Another shot there from another drop tank. I mean, how do you deal with this? You have to get Hydras, you have to get Mutas, I think, to handle this for Zanster. Backing on through at the same time. Roach count looking pretty darn good, though. 175 to 133 total supply. Roaches are following these guys home, actually faster than Medevacs, if the Medevacs aren't using their boost. But here comes a huge Marine play. A lot of Marines here with +1/+1 attack, +2/+2 on the way from the Marine Army from our friend Happy. Bunch of Raptors morphing in there at the same time. Queen's trying to spread creep. And the tanks are set up with the Marine support. Corrosive Bile, I think, needs to be thrown down immediately. But this base is under heavy assault. Can the Marines get it? This is a lot of Roaches and Ravagers, though. All these Marines are falling. Corrosive Bile takes out a couple Medevacs. And also falling on top of the siege tanks, killing yet another one there. Just absolutely manhandling this attack. Zanster took a lot of casualties, but at the same time did force Happy to retreat, except for these 2 Medevacs. Which are boosting on in and trying to kill stuff, but the Roaches are already here. Queen's at the same time poking away at those Medevacs as they boost on through, try to find a good place to land. That was not it. Is here a good place to land? I guess there are 3 Roaches. And, oh, is that a hive coming up? 9-minute hive for Zanster as well. I like to see this from him. just running all over the place with his medevacs back and forth to Tarnation. Throwing down creep here to make sure this 4th base doesn't come down for Happy anytime soon. Crossbile's whiffing once again. So the Marine trying to shoot this Overlord off. It refuses to leave. It will continue pooping creep until it dies. Marines Marauders just killing individual workers and then getting boosted out here. Happy displaying a lot of good micromanagement, actually. Whoa! Happy playing at 276 throughout the game. Zanster up at 293. Some crazy APM levels from both of these players. The creep does recede more quickly here in Legacy of the Void, the retail version. It could land this command center except for the fact there's an SCV under it. So unintentional SCV block. Oh no. Oh, Happy, you need to pay attention to that one. Some changelings running around. They look like Marines. There are a lot of Marines in this composition. Back again, though, is the drop. Hydras and Roaches trying to kill everything they can. Do they get the Queen? No! Oh my gosh, the Queen had 6 hit points left. Somehow still alive. Zanster says, no one tries to kill my Queen and gets away with it. Crocobile being thrown on down on top of a bunch of units, damaging Marines and Marauders. The tanks show up, though, and that is Zanster's cue to get the heck on out of there. Going to try to throw down some Crocobiles to cover his retreat, and they do manage to get away. The Roaches, the Hydras, +2/+2 on those guys, +3 attack on the way. Muscular augments also being researched. Vipers coming up, and Thors. Whoa! Happy getting Thors. Haven't seen that very much in Legacy of the Void. Single Marine desperately trying to shoot down this hatchery. It does a full 8 damage with his C14 Gauss rifle. But pushing on out, it is now Happy's turn to be the aggressor. Can he take down this Overseer? Might as well get a free pickoff if you can. Creep spread kind of stinks on this side. Pretty good on the left side, though, so I'll give Zanster credit for that. Corrosive Bile, again, not hitting much of anything, but forcing the army back temporarily. I don't know if there's enough here for Zanster to handle this. Tanks are back in the back, especially with +1 attack here. Going to go to town on those Roaches. A bunch of Marines here are fighting against Roaches with medevac support. They should be able to take care of those Roaches there. Again, upgrades are better on the Roaches, but I think they're just outnumbered by the Marines, especially with the medevac support. And the base does fall. Oh, big time pickup there indeed. And oh, this hatchery as well, attempting to be thrown down by Zanster, going to be forced to be canceled. No, it doesn't even cancel. Zanster, why? Zanster, you have to cancel that base. All right, it's cool. It is cool. I think he'll be okay. Replanting this hatchery immediately. +3/+3 on the way for his bio units for Happy. +3/+3 as well, though, for Zanster. And again, the tanks are just doing so well. They're not even really being harassed at all. Pushing it again, stimming forward, focusing down the hatchery once again. A cancel, finally, this time by Zanster. Does happen. Roaches, Ravagers, I think they just need to go for it. They cannot allow this base to get locked down. Oh, drones are long distance mining, just getting destroyed here as well. I think, yep, Zanster might just go for it. Ah, using Abduct on a tank to kill it. Abduct on another tank and another one. Oh, but gets picked up and saved at the last second. Good job there by Happy. But again, with the tanks out of commission, a lot of them did fall there. A couple of them being picked up and run away. These Marines making sure a base doesn't come down here, doing a good job of it. Roach. Nope, sorry, Roach. You are dead. Marines are a good unit. Ghost Academy on the way for Happy. I'm not sure why he's planning on making ghosts. Unless he wants nukes, that would be fun, but I don't see those usually in professional games, so I'd be surprised by that. It is 60 to 79 harvesters. Happy definitely ahead on that count. It's because long distance mining here from Zanster. Scans going down at the same time. Both players just taking a bit of a breather, kind of patrolling back and forth, trying to see areas where they can go, where it is not being infested by Swarm or being protected by Terrans. They decide to go for it here. Vipers again abducting in tanks. A Thor getting abducted and just destroyed at once. So 2 tanks are still left here, but the Bioforce is not looking very big indeed. Crocobile being thrown down, dodged once again. The ability to pick up the tanks in siege mode is massive right now for Happy. That has kept so many tanks alive, even in the face of that abduct that Zanster is using so very well. Tanks on the low ground, no! Crocobile trying to get them, but you can't Crocobile things that can move that quickly. And that's exactly what is going on with those siege tanks, as these Marines finally get cleaned up as well as that medevac. Major attack over here. Crocobile thrown down, misses everything. Good dodge there by Happy. Creep spread needs to be continued. He does have this base up and running, which is awesome. This base too, actually up and running on this offensive. He's managed to keep Happy at home. This base is under attack. I'm not sure if he knows about this one, though. Zanster should force a cancel, does force a cancel on the orbital command, and the command center itself does fall. Happy doesn't think he can save it, so just leaves it. But this one, this is a sneaky base. I'm not sure that Zanster expected a double expand there. Ultralisk Den on the way for Zanster, getting +1 melee attack. It's always tough to switch from going Roach Hydra to Ultra Ling, just because you don't have those melee attack upgrades started. They take forever to go, and it'll work, but I mean, it's just you don't have Ultras at full effectiveness as soon as you would like them. So Zanster trying to go that way, which can be pretty good against Bio. Bio tank a little bit more difficult, but we'll have to see how this works out. Lings are running on back here, trying to get this orbital command. I think is where they're going. Oh, single Marine gets overwhelmed by Zerglings there. And where are these Lings going? They're just kind of dancing, prancing around, trying to get a counterattack somewhere. Ah, they're heading into this third base. They actually should get a lot of SCVs. They're pretty much unprotected. There are some... Ah, the army comes back in, though, gets dropped, however. And the Zerglings, most of them get cleaned up fairly quickly. Splash damage killing a bunch of friendly SCVs as well. That's the problem with tanks, is the splash damage hurts everything. Ling forces that command center to land somewhere else. That's kind of funny. But this base is up and running. Planetary, possibly another planetary at the same time. Dancing back and forth is Zanster. I think he needs to commit. I think he's waiting possibly for infestors and indeed pathogen glands. On the way for the infestors as well. Ghosts coming up at the same time. And just running back and forth, patrolling, has his units in different control groups. As we can see down here, Ravagers in one group, Vipers in one group. Roaches apparently do not deserve their own group, or Hydras. That's weird. There we go. Roaches now on number 4. Small group of Roaches moving on up with +3/+3. They're going to try to take down this base. They catch a group of Marines and Marauders out in the open. The Ghosts are using their steady targeting ability that does a lot of damage and ignores armor. 2 Ghosts managed to stay alive. I didn't hear any Ghosts die in that battle, surprisingly enough. Another Roach hit squad, but these sensor towers, these are the big circles on the minimap, can see where these Roaches are, and they're getting caught out of position. They kill a single tank, though, and another tank. Happy not picking up his tanks as well as he should. There we go, finally picking them up to keep them alive. The Roaches do get destroyed. It is 60 Harvesters for the Zerg player to 71 for the Terran. Drop coming down along this way does get picked up. The Vipers did see it coming. Why is the army moving, though? Oh, they might be able to get that medevac, but the big threat is over here on the left side. Ghosts in the front, not really where they want to be. And right now I think Happy's in a pretty commanding position. 14,000 minerals lost for Zerg, 4,500 gas. 11,000 minerals, 3,300 gas lost for the Terran player. Pushing on through Marines. Double Spine Crawler can slow them down temporarily, especially with Lings attacking them on their backside. Exactly what Zanster needed there to clean this up. Did not lose a single thing. A few Lings died, I think. But that was about it. This medevac's not getting hit by anything because there's not a queen at that base, surprisingly. Planetary and Orbital Command is what Happy decided to go with over here. Getting that +2 attack on the Ultras. There they are. Ultras trundling along with +8 armor. Only +1 attack on the Kaiser Blades, but they still do 38 damage, which is just insane. Drop sneaking along the left side. Big army coming along the right side. Few Lings coming across. I'm not sure what they're planning on doing all by their lonesome, but pushing on up here with a Hydra, Ravager, Ultra, Infestor, Viper combo. But here comes a really big drop of Marines and Marauders that have +3/+3 attack. They have Stim, and they are just going to tear through the space, landing right on top of that Ultralisk Cavern. And Zanster says, I'm gonna go for it. Also, another drop over here. Going to force a cancel on this. Unless the Lings can save it, they're going to try to. I don't think there are enough, though. Especially not with these +3/+3 Marines. However, this base is under attack. This planetary is being repaired, but there are not enough SCVs. They're also dying. They got the Ultralisk Cavern and this hatchery. This drop is completely uncontested right now. The Marines did survive that attack. There's so much going on right now. We're just watching the minimap, trying to see what we are missing. Another attack over here. Spine Crawlers can't save it this time. Another push at this base as well. Zanster is just under attack everywhere. Lings are trying to save it, but +3/+3 units are too good. Ultra does finally manage to take down that planetary fortress using Blinding Cloud on the planetary. Actually surprising. Another attack up here as well. The Ultras are just so very, very strong here. Ravagers throwing down Corrosive Bile to take out that Liberator, getting one of them. But another huge attack, picking up slowly moving drones. And a single Marine going after this hatchery as well. Happy pushing his advantage. There are only 7 drones left for Zanster right now. This is not good for your Zerg fans out there. This base is gone. This base is gone. This base is gone. There's effectively no mining except for this tiny little bit for Happy. So if Zanster can win the battle, he might be able to win the game, but we'll have to see. There are still orbital commands available. Mules are a pretty good way to get back in this game for Terran players. A bunch of Lings, a bunch of Infestors, a bunch of Vipers. Is it enough to clean this up? I think it might be if it's well microed by Zanster, especially if the Ultras are tanking, and indeed they are coming on through. Lings trying to prevent a retreat here. The tanks landing. I'm not sure if that's a great choice or not. Fungals on top of a few of these units. Oh, Cloak being used on the Ghost, but Fungal picking them up as well. Chasing this army back, abducting a medevac. And does it actually fall? The Hydras really want to kill it, and they do, forcing a full retreat for the army of Happy. But look at this. A lot of workers are available. 19 SCVs in particular. A ton of mules being thrown down over here. This is something Blizzard kind of wanted to get rid of, but indeed, here it is. Income tab hugely in favor of Happy right now. Zanster needs to do something. He needs to take down these bases or this base as well. He has a giant army compared to Happy's right now. Where is he going to go? The army's trying to defend. A bunch of Liberators are here with a ton of Defender mode circles. And the Ghosts actually sniping down the Vipers. Well done. Well done, Happy, using that steady targeting ability. 150 damage, ignoring armor. How much HP on a Viper? 150 hit points. Perfect. So it's an excellent, excellent use for that ability. Coming in again. Corrosive Biles being thrown down. They really want to get rid of this base. I'm not sure if they can. Zanster. Oh, actually, the retreat here by Happy. Maybe doesn't feel happy enough about it. A Fungal on the Ghosts, keeping them in place, and the Ghosts are dead. Again, a Defender mode being used in a Defender position here. Can the Orbital Command be burned down? It's being repaired by a single SCV, trying to come up this ramp with Ultras. Fungals on top of everything. Corrosive Biles being thrown out at the same time. Happy's losing a lot of his army, but Zanster decides to back on out. Says there are too many Liberators in the air. This Orbital Command is burning down. Will Happy save it? This base is still alive, though, for Happy. Again, Marine drop over on this left side, throwing down another Orbital Command on this right side is Happy. Is Zanster even making units right now? I think he is trying to catch up, but I don't know if it's going to happen. This single Ultra, this two attack upgrades, fully armor upgraded Ultra is going to make short work of these workers for sure. They're going to run for their lives. He is up to 4 kills. He is a Predator. I'm not sure what the medevac expects to find over here. There's a Roach Warren that is bleeding and going to die. The army kind of regrouping. Is this all that's left for Zanster? Where'd all those Vipers go? I guess the Liberators took care of them, or possibly the Marines on the ground. Yeah, at this point, Zanster is not in a good place at all. They do finally get that Orbital Command, though. Holy smokes. Nicely done by Zanster. Coming back when Happy doesn't expect it. Getting a couple of those workers would be good, but yes, the Ultra is left behind to two-shot these workers. Boom. Boom. He is up to 18 kills. He is an assassin, but he's kind of trapped. I'm not sure where he can go. And the Ghost's using steady targeting. Wham. Oh, moves out of range on the second one, though. Still alive. Still alive, Ultra. Run for... Oh, no. Defender mode takes him down. The Ghosts are still able to use their steady targeting ability. It is 50 energy. They have 200 total, which is pretty fantastic indeed. So right now, Zanster is down in army count. He is down 1 in worker count. He's still spreading creep, it looks like. He needs to take this base. This Marine group over here is trying to make sure that bases aren't coming up that Happy does not know about. Can the Ultra beat these Marines without any micro at all? And the answer is yes. One Ultra can beat 4 fully upgraded Marines with no micro at all under that circumstance. 23 minutes into the game here. Oh, taking out another Orbital Command. Can Zanster make this happen? I mean, his economy is almost back. I mean, it's comparable to what Zanster has. Fungal growth on that medevac. And, oh, it's a Fungal Bile here. Can we get another one? Yep, there it is. Oh, didn't actually use it. Just some Hydras, some Vipers popping out here as well. I think maybe a couple Parasitic Bombs on the Liberator groups would be nice, but look at this spread. Whoa! Whoa, 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 Happy. I like that. Happy covering the entire ground area from left to right along this angle to defend this base, to defend this base, to defend this base for Happy. Single Marine chasing away that scouting overlord, and Happy says, come and get it. You want to come through these defender mode circles? You go ahead and do it. I'm going to take out your creep. But I don't... Happy is up to 21 workers now. There's a lot of orbital commands, a lot of mules available. And I think the longer Zanster waits, he might get his economy back up to a fairly decent position, but it's just slower. It's just slower than the Terran at this point. I mean, production tab shows SCVs continually being made 6 at a time right now for Happy. That doesn't even include mule income. He's up to 1,600 minerals, 200 gas, only 500 minerals, no gas whatsoever. 29, 30 harvesters, just absolutely going through the stratosphere right now is Happy. Coming back, that's the advantage of Terran. If you don't kill Terran, if you leave them their orbital commands and a few workers, they will come back and haunt you in a big way. So here's Zanster with his 16 workers compared to 33 in favor of Happy. Resources lost right now, 29,000 minerals and 8,400 gas lost for Zanster. Happy, 27,000 minerals, 8,000 gas. So actually surprisingly even, but 87 drones have died and 80 SCVs in this game. Just an absolutely worker nightmare. You do not want to be a worker on this map. And in this game, you would probably die statistically. Didn't have much of a chance. Overlord's being taken down in the air by Marines. And, ooh, Ravager gets a shot off. I'm not sure if that actually hit before the medevac picked it up. That is a projectile weapon that does 22 damage when fully upgraded with a range of 6. So they're good, but not an instant shot there. Single Marine comes down, gets destroyed by Ravager Ultralisk composition. And Happy just turtling up, doing what he does. He's back up to 181 supply with 38 workers. Woo-wee! Woo-wee could be. Overlord's running around scouting stuff out. The Marines are kind of taking advantage of that. Is this a burrow? It is a burrowed infester proposition. Burrowing right past that Marine. He has no idea what's going on at all. Trying to pick up the medevac, can't quite able to do it, but the Marines are left behind, except for this guy. He manages to escape. Good for him. The infestors, oh, they burrow micro their way through. Oh, okay, so through the defender mode circles, they're going to get up here, throw down infested Terrans, I think, in these mineral lines, and probably at the same time? Is that the idea here? No, you have... actually, this might tip off Happy. He's trying to build command centers and can't. There go the infested Terrans. Over here as well. Will the SCVs run or will they all die? Oh, the infested Terrans! The SCVs don't even know what's going to hit them. They have all the upgrades. Actually, they don't get upgrades. I thought they did. Never mind. But now 8 SCVs are left. Can they actually take down the orbital command as well as picked up and lift off and run for its life? Here the infestors making use of what they can do. Infested Terrans trying to chase these orbitals down, but they're going to time out. And they do. This orbital command is burning, but it should be saved. And Happy says, that's enough of that. I have 8 workers left. I'm going to push down with all the defender mode circles in the entire universe. Use my ghost to snipe down your ultras. And the final ultra falls, and that's it. A GG from Zanster. Zanster is defeated, Happy's victorious, and Zanster has left the game. Woo! 27-minute ZBT on Orbital Shipyard. We had infested Terrans. We had Liberators. So many Liberators. There were 16 left at the end of the game, and 10 died. So 26 Liberators in production there for Happy. Just excellent, excellent play. All the upgrades getting ghosts to take out the Ultras, take out the Vipers, one-shotting them using that steady shot ability. Zanster held on, but I really think he might have lost this game maybe about 5 or 6 minutes ago, if not sooner. Just wasn't able to clean up this drop along the left side, killed this base, killed this base, killed this base, swept on up here as well. Just a huge, huge push that Zanster couldn't really replicate. Wasn't able to actually kill Happy. Happy still had orbital commands left, which is the death kiss for anybody playing against Terran, just because, again, was able to get that worker count up. And even though Zanster was able to destroy the mining at these 2 bases, which was massive because this is mined out. There was nothing left mining for Happy. Nothing left, but he had given Happy enough time to get his army up. And that was the problem in the end. This was just too much for Zanster to deal with, and that caused him to tap out. So fantastic 27-minute game there. I hope you enjoyed it. I know that I did. And this has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.